Hey team, the sky is getting ready to drop and I need to set up a shelter as quickly as I possibly can before this weather just moves in on me. Have you ever been stuck in a situation like that? If so, I'm going to show you the quickest deploying and redeploying Ridgeline system in the world. All right team, so here we go. Boom, just like that. Ridgeline is in place and it's ready for me to get the shelter put over the top so we can find a little cubby hole and get out of this rain. Pretty stinking awesome, isn't it? And if you're thinking, hey Stoke, man, there's no chance that this Ridgeline is gonna be able to support anything. I mean, come on now, come on now, come on now, come on. What you got on that? Man, it's like some WWF stuff, right? It's like, right, and as fast as this thing deploys, it redeploys just as fast. Man, you can't beat that. You can't beat it at all. Hey team, welcome to the channel, man. As always, I am super stoked to see you. So I'm gonna show you again how this Ridgeline deploys and redeploys, and I'll show you how to make one so that you can put it into your kit bag. Hey man, if that's what you're into, fieldcraft and tactical virtue, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that you can stay up to date on some future content. Make sure you share this out with all your good friends and buddies out there, because I promise you, you're not gonna find this information out there on the market. This is what a lot of big YouTubers don't want you to know, so you have to keep going to them. Well, I'm gonna give it to you, buddy, free of stinking charge. Right, and first I'll show you how this thing deploys, and then I'll show you how to make it, because I need to get the shelter up before the sky really does start to drop on me. So it's as super simple as locking your knot in place. And friction and tension is going to keep that knot tight. Let's go get the other side. Same thing again. Just get that knot in. And that tension is going to keep it as tight as you need to. As you can see, man, it's just absolutely super easy to get set up. I got this thing set up in a lean-to, if you will, and I'm gonna take a second, I think, and before we get going with the rest of it, and I'll show you how to put this Ridgeline together. I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up in an A-frame. So hang on tight. All right, so I did have to bring the Ridgeline down just a little bit earlier, and I want to show you just exactly how easy that is. So you know, to undo this Ridgeline, all you have to do is free up a little bit of tension and bring it up and out. So this was up higher as such, and so I had to bring it down. Boom. Right, and then look how easy this is to redeploy. Boom. Man, that's it. Dynamite. All right. Now we're talking. Got a little bit more coverage this time going around, right? So as you can see, just absolutely super simple, you know, to get put together and to get moving. And all it is paracord, and I'll show you how it's put together and how much you need, etc. So I'm going to tell you, obviously you've seen the pros, right? You've seen the pros. It's super quick. It's the fastest deploying and redeploying Ridgeline in the world. 100%, baby. You don't get any faster than this. No faster at all. You may see it called jungle loop knot out there. You may see it called the jungle knot. From henceforth, let's just cut through all the BS and call it the stoker knot. Can we do that, friends? Let's do that. So if you want a ridge line of about 20 feet, you're gonna need around 2.5 times as much. So well, maybe not 2.5 times. I got a section cut here of 50 feet. I expect this to give me about 20 to 22 feet by the time it's all said and done. So not only can you use this in this scenario for a ridge line, but you can make shorter sections, right? You can make shorter sections to use for a hammock, to use as tie downs for your tarp. Maybe you have your longer ones in green and some shorter ones in tan, or whatever the case, however you want to do it. If you're looking for 4 or 550 cord, I highly recommend just going on to your local hardware store, because they always have a lot. Now let's get to this, and how we're gonna tie our 550 cord is super simple. All right, so you're just gonna undo this, and I'm gonna take both ends here and put them together. We'll put these together, and we're gonna run out and find the middle of the rope. That little knot there, I don't need that, dude. Superfly Snooker. Who's your favorite wrestling star back in the day, man? Or current, I don't care. Let me know down in the comments below. I don't know if it gets any better than like Macho Man Savage. I was always a fan of Stone Cold too. All right, so now that we have our center here, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take and make a simple overhand knot. That's it, man, just a simple overhand knot. Now from here, I'm gonna take about a palm length, right? Just about a palm length, and that's where I'm gonna make another overhand knot. Right? So I have just about a palm, four-ish inches should be good. That's a little wide, but it's all good. So we just take about a palm, and we make another overhand loop. Right. The closer they are together, the more adjustable that it is. Right. The other downside, like I said, we're going to talk about some downsides, is, you know, you're obviously giving up this 550 cord forever to do one job and one job only, and that's to be a ridge line. This thing will never have any other use really, except to do some kind of purpose like what we're doing right now. You'll notice it'll loosen up a little bit for you as each time that you go and you tie this thing on, because these knots are going to jam up tighter and tighter and tighter. So just like you saw, you know, when I was pulling on this thing, and it's giving me a little bit of flex. That's not so much the flex in the 550 cord as it is two things, because it's the other downside to the stoker knot, is you're never going to get it as tight as you can, you know, with a good binding knot, you know, like a trucker's hitch, if you will, because I can put so much tension on a trucker's hitch that I can make it pop and sing like a bass. This one, you're never going to be able to do that. But truth be told, unless you're in some absolutely ridiculous climate, you're never going to need to be able to do that. Now, do you need to make knots the entire length, right? The entire length? The answer is no. But the reason why I do that is because if I have this set up and I have the rope on the inside of my shelter, or, you know, if it is, depending on the shelter configuration, then it gives me more things to hook things to. And as you saw, you know, when putting this particular shelter up, which is a free soldier tarp, pretty good size, I gotta say. I like it. You can find a link over at my Amazon influencer page. You know, I can use some doggles to keep everything secured up in there, and that way, you know, it doesn't matter. Like I didn't have a single stake coming out here, and I don't need stakes if I have the wherewithal to use my natural resources that I have out here. So that reduces weight. And in the case of putting this shelter together, it leaves for a lot more configurations. Hey, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna fast forward through this. Right, another easy way to measure this thing is just 3 fingers, right? 3 fingers, and then turn and burn. Right, and so to review how this knot works, when you wrap this around a tree and you bring it all back together, right? All you have to do is open up. All you have to do is open up one of these guys like this, and then slide the knot through it. And as you know, this is the log or the tree or whatever, your stake, it doesn't even matter what it is. As tension is brought this way, it closes that loop. You don't have to bring the whole thing through, but it closes the loop and it applies tension on that knot so that it won't come out. You can't force it out, right? All you have to do is just open it up and boom, it's done, son. I mean, come on, this thing is awesome. All right, so we got this thing tied up, so let's see how much we have. So it's about 6, 12, 18, about 24 feet, about 24 feet. So this ridgeline here, the one that I'm using right now, I'm gonna keep, but this 24, 25 foot ridgeline, but this 24, 25 foot ridgeline, I'm gonna throw in my backpack that I'm putting together as a giveaway for when we hit 20,000 subscribers. So I need your help getting there. So make sure you're sharing the info on the channel, wherever, however you see fit. Make sure you smash the like buttons for all the videos that you do like. Make sure you leave some quality comments so we can keep this conversation rolling. Hey, if you enjoyed the content of this video, make sure you smash the like button for this one. And if you want to stay up to date on some future content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that you can stay up to date on some future content. As always, leave some comments down below. That way we can just keep a quality conversation generating, continue to learn from each other. Let me know what you think about this Ridgeline system. Let me know what you think about it. And I look forward to your comments. As always, until then, you stay stoked.